welcome to my tutorial. Today I am doing a natural look. This is one that I kind of started doing recently, because before I just throw on like a vanilla-y shade of eyeshadow and just went with that, but I feel like this looks a whole lot better. So I decided to show you guys today. And this is one you can do with any skin tone. The shade I've used works better for pale skin, but the general rule, as far as I know, is as long as the shadow is a couple shades darker than your skin tone, then it'll work. So, yeah, I'll show you how to do this. If you would like to see that, keep watching. First thing we're going to do is apply the primer. You can use any primer you want. I'm just using the e.l.f. primer because that's all I have right now. Don't need to really apply a whole lot. Mostly since it's going to keep on the base fluid anyway. Now that that's done, we're going to apply a base color underneath the shadow that we're going to use for the look. I'm going to use, I pigmented an old shadow of mine. This is Brulee by Wet n Wild. And I'm going to use that just over the lid, just to set the primer. I'd recommend using a nude color for this rather than just straight white, especially when the matches your skin probably looks best. I'm using the angled contour brush for this one. It's amazing for doing the base color, so it just glides completely over the lid like that. That's done. Now, this look can really work with anyone. The shadow I'm using now would be perfect for pale skin, like mine. But I think the general rule for this, the natural look, is to use a brown that's at least 2 or 3 shades darker than your natural skin tone. I'm going to be using this kind of, I don't know if you guys can see it, kind of taupey brown right there. I find that's just what looks best on me. It's more natural. And I'm just going to apply it all over the lid. Yeah. I'm going to apply a couple more coats of it, and you want to blend it up just a little bit into the crease. Very, very softly. We don't want it to be really, really heavy. Enough for a shadow. Now that that's done, this part's optional. It's just something I like to do for this look, but you can take a lighter color, like a lighter nude color, and highlight your brow. And what I'm going to be using, I don't know the actual name of this color, but I got it from my old e.l.f. palette. It's kind of a skin tone, just a little bit lighter than my skin tone, which is why I like to use it as a highlighter for the brows. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this e.l.f. eyeshadow brush, tap it off. I got all that. I'm just going to put this under the brow there. This is a very soft highlight. Now, we're going to take that same brush, wipe it off really, really well. I'm going to take the same brown that we used on the lid. It's mine. It's going to be this taupey brown here. And tap it off the brush, and then we're just going to apply it just along the lash line down there very softly. Like that. It's probably a little hard to see right now, but really that's fun. It's supposed to look natural. Right. Now, the only bit of eyeliner I'm going to be using for this look is just a little bit of white eyeliner. I'm using Wet n Wild, just white. And it's going to be used in the waterline just to open up the eyes a little bit. You can use like a light beigeish or nude eyeliner too, like a kind of peachy tone if you want, but I'm just using white. that. Now you can set it with white eyeshadow, but I've just chosen not to. Because I think it just looks a little more natural when it's not done like that. And now it's time for mascara. I'm going to go ahead and do mine off camera to save time because you guys all know how to do mascara. What I'm going to be using is just the Outlast that I've been using, except this is a brand new one. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do about 2 coats, just enough to where my lashes are just a little bit visible. And I will be right back. I'm back and I've done my mascara. I just did 2 coats and I left, I didn't do the bottom lashes because I wanted to look as natural as possible. And now what I'm going to do, this part is optional, of course. It's just something I like to do because I like my face to look a little more thin and less round. But I'm going to contour. I'm going to use my, it's a powder brush here, but it's more of a, what do they call it? Stipple brush? Yeah, something like that. But anyway, I use it for contouring. And I'm going to use this L'Oreal True Match powder in Nut Brown as a bronzer. Of course, you can use whatever color you feel like. Tap off the brush. Feel for your cheekbones there. Feel the hollows. Just gonna line down. Try not to make it too dark. And now, blend. I think it's good enough for now. Notice my face looks a little bit thinner. And one thing you could do, especially if you have no chin like me, you can take a little bit of your powder, like that, tap it off of course, just run it lightly into your chin along your jawline, and blend it down onto your neck. What this helps do is it creates a shadow and makes it look like you actually have a chin. And if you have a slightly double chin, like I kind of do, it helps darken that and minimize the appearance of it, which I love. Because since I have no chin, like the double chin is a little more prominent for me, unfortunately. So, definitely helps. For blush, so if you have a warm color on the eyes, I would definitely go for something that's kind of a, not really nude pink, but just very soft, mauvey, pinky color, especially if you have really pale skin like I do. But of course, use a color that works best with your skin tone. You don't want it to clash. Top the brush. Along the efforts and whatnot, and blend up a little bit. And see the temples give you a little bit of color. And your nose too. Give it a little bit of color. I bet a lot of makeup artists do that. So I kind of felt that I had to start doing it too. Now that that's done, I'm going to do the lips. And now what I'm doing, really, you could use a nude shade if you want, but I'm just going to try to find a shade that's close to my skin color, lip color. That's natural there. I actually don't know the name of this lip pencil, but it came with an LA Colors gloss I had. I ended up throwing the gloss out because it was way too freaking sticky. I'm going to use that, and I'm going to use this Gilded Pink that I crushed up. This is by L'Oreal. And to top it off, I'm going to use this Lipalicious gloss in Hotcakes, or as I like to call it, the pancake gloss. Because we're not hotcakes, we're freaking pink. Fix that, outline the lip. It doesn't really have to be a heavy outline. You can blend it up too if you like, which I'm doing. This helps to soften it a little bit. Okay. Now, I prefer to do lipstick with a lip brush It's just personal preference. I feel like it's a little more accurate in the end. But of course you can use it straight out of the tube if you like. Alright. Look at that. It's so creamy. Weird. I'm taking it on my lip brush. Okay. I'm going to contour it.
Color, huh?
A little bit. It's globbing to help take off the excess color. Let's see. If you guys didn't know that already, which you probably did. Alright, like that. Let's do a little bit of it on there. Then do another light layer. And now we're going to apply the awesome pancake cloth, as I like to call it. Get some on the brush here. Rub it on like that. This is it. Yeah. This is the finished look. Very natural, very just, I'd say it's for those who don't like to wear a whole lot of makeup and don't like to be completely out there with their makeup. Definitely a great style for work too, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want to see more videos, and I'll see you in the next video.